Mental health is a subject I think that we are all becoming very, very aware of now. And, you know, I am by no means preaching here, we are all guilty of this, but actually you never know what someone's got going on in their life. And just sometimes if you can just take a breath and think about something that you're going to say, and if it's going to have the implications of coming across nasty, then maybe just don't say it, because I too am learning that, mental health plays a huge part in people's lives and can be really, really destructive and can really get the better of some people and unfortunately cost them their lives because they just can't see any way out. So I think what I'm trying to say is just, if you can, be nice, be kind. If you're going to say something that's hurtful, then maybe just keep it to yourself. And let's try and look after each other and be a bit kinder to each other in what is a very difficult and challenging world right now. So, yeah, just spare a thought for mental health and don't just brush it off. And if you're feeling good and feeling fit and everything's great in your life, brilliant. But that's not the case for someone else. And you never know what that someone else is going through, even if they come across confident and they look like they've got everything under control. So yeah, be kind, look after one another.
My name is Karen, and I'm the manager at Hotel Tresanton in St Maurs. I've been asked to speak to you today about mental health and well-being, and it's such a very important subject, really, particularly in this very challenging year. You know, a year of isolation, a year of challenges that we never thought we would see in our lifetimes. We as a hotel, just prior to lockdown, made a conscious effort to engage with all of our team on a regular basis, and so we created a group on a social media platform that allowed everyone to keep in contact with each other throughout that 3-month period. During that time, we discovered some incredible talents amongst our team. There was baking, there was DIY, there were garden projects, there was activity, people going on coastal walks, people exploring in Cornwall, people taking to the water. We were so fortunate to have such amazing weather during that time. And now we have a lifetime memory of that, which is fantastic. Then, of course, it was getting back to being open and getting the team ready for going back into the hotel, for having to work and provide our guests with the very best of experiences. And it has always been the case for me that in order to get those good, great and wonderful experiences for our guests, you need to have a happy team. And so it was a case of our family reuniting, joining together, knowing that we're stronger together, and encouraging everybody to keep up with their activities, with their outdoor activities, with their hobbies, in order to have that outlet. And so keeping everybody going has been, you know, a day-to-day thing. We're very involved with our team. We're very much on the floor here as a senior team at the hotel, and we engage regularly. We have an open door policy for people to come and see us, and it works. We don't just say that. People can literally just knock on my office door and come and see me, or grab me whenever, or send me a message on FaceTime or WhatsApp, and I'm more than happy to speak to them. We've continued to encourage those outdoor activities, those pursuits that help with creating endorphins. I'm a runner, that's how I do it. I debrief myself on runs. I also love exploring the Cornish coastlines and going out for walks. But equally, I know there are people who have more sedate pastimes that they like to enjoy, and so we've continued to see the garden projects going on and the baking, and we're certainly encouraging those. But I think if I was to say anything to any employer, it's to know the signs, to know your staff well enough to know when they're struggling, when things don't just seem to be right, and to be able to speak to them, because we are all human. And there are going to be days that are not as good as others, and we need to be able to help these guys get through that. This is going to go on for a while. We're all going to live in a time of uncertainty until there is some kind of outcome to this, and so it's important, I think, that we continue to keep that open line of communication and continue to motivate the team to find extracurricular activity, as it were, to help them combat any stress or any pressures that they're feeling, both in their work life and their personal life. So I hope that some of that goes towards helping people. And all I can do is wish everybody the very best, and just stay positive, stay happy, enjoy the outdoors when you can, and thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Stephane Delourme. I'm the group chef for Rick and Jill Stein, based in Baxter. I've been with the family for over 23 years. And been looking after the seafood restaurant for many years. I've been dealing with a lot of people, front of house, kitchen, back of house, and what I feel very, very strongly about the need of talking about health issue, mental health issue, is it's what people we can talk about it now. It's open, and is a very, very good subject to talk about it. Many years ago, nobody was talking about it, and it was taboo. If someone didn't feel well, we expected to get on with the job and get on with life. So what I talk about, I like talking to my team about all different aspects of work and outside work, and what make the big difference for people with mental problem or stress or anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety about at the moment. It's difficult to open up. It's difficult to talk, but try to talk as much as possible. And the best way work for me, because I've been dealing as well in my career with anxiety and stress and problem like everyone, and is part of life. What helped me a lot is sport. So running for me is a way to open my mind and escape, and it's just everything. Some people will like to do art or painting or dancing, whatever. But you've got to find your niche or something you can escape. I wasn't a big believer of mindfulness and yoga and all these things until 2 years ago, when I met the right mentor, if you want, or the right person who take me to the right place in my head. And mindfulness work a lot for me. So I use mindfulness all the time, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there. Whenever I can, switch off and think about the good thing in life. And there's a lot of good thing in life I can offer it. There's a lot of dark side, but there's 80% of good side that I think we're very, very lucky to live where we live, or to as a chef to deal with these amazing products in England, in Cornwall, working with great people. So what I like about people is the friendliness and people being happy at work. So if you work somewhere and it's stressful, try to find your escape, and try to open up as much as you can. Talk to people, and I wish you all the best.
Hi, I'm Ross, and I'm the co-founder of Man Down, and also an owner of a hair salon in Falmouth called Rudi's. It's been a very challenging and difficult time for most, some more than others. As salon owners, our staff are paramount to our success, and we must ensure we look after their physical and mental health needs at all times, above profit and financial gain. But also the client's needs. We must be empathetic and have an easy flow of conversation, and assure them we are all up to date on our PPE and the COVID guidelines set out in our business. It's essential that we look after our own mental health as well as our staff's. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, lots of water, a good night's sleep, practicing mindfulness or meditation. All of these things will add value to your life. I'm recommending personally that you encourage your staff to start a work journal. This will allow them to keep track of their feelings and thoughts as they return back to work. Regular appraisals also will help you check in with them. Let's reassure staff and clients that they are in a non-judgmental environment to talk, and also they are safe. Please look after yourself and each other, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sophie, and like most people, work is where I spend the majority of my time. Therefore, taking care of our well-being at work is just as important as taking care of it at home. Enjoying your work is so important, as having a fulfilling job can have a positive effect on your mental health. If your staff members feel mental health is important to their employers, they are far more likely to be open and chat about any barriers to productivity that they are facing, therefore avoiding absenteeism and presenteeism in the workplace. Providing proactive support for staff managing mental health concerns and making sure mental health and mindfulness tools are available is so important. It's also important that they understand colleagues should all be looking out for each other. Staff should be encouraged to work sensible hours with a reasonable workload, always taking their breaks and their lunch, perhaps encouraged to do a bit of exercise or some stretches in their lunchtime. They should always take their days off, not take on too much work, have a reasonable workload, and always take all holiday that is due to them. These steps will lead to happier, healthier, more motivated, positive, and productive employees.